Good afternoon. You can ask your doubts first.
So second one,
Second question. In second question, it is given that the base of an equilateral triangle with side 2a, that means length of side of equilateral triangle is 2a, and the base lies along y-axis such that the midpoint of the base is at origin. Find the vertices of the triangle. So we have to make an equilateral triangle such that base is on y-axis, right? Base is on y-axis. This will be one of the sides of equilateral triangle such that the midpoint of this side is at point of the. They have given that the length of the base or the length of each side of equilateral triangle is 2a. So it is clear that half length will be above x-axis and half will be below x-axis, right? Since origin is the midpoint. Now since the base is on y and this length MB is a, right? This MB distance is a, so that's why this vertex will be 0, a. Similarly, this length CM will be also equal to a, and since the point C or the vertex C is on negative y-axis, that's why the vertex will be 0, minus a. Now in the question you have to find all the vertices of the triangle. So we have already find the coordinates of these 2 points B and C. Now we will have to find the coordinates of point A. Since it is equilateral triangle, therefore this point A will lie on x-axis only. Why? See, this angle is angle between x-axis and y-axis, and this angle is 60 degree. Equilateral triangle. This is also 60 degree. And by angle sum property, this angle below x-axis and above x-axis each will be equal to 30 degree, and as a result overall the complete angle will be 60 degree. So that's why A will lie on x-axis only. Okay. And now on the basis of that, we have to find the vertex. Okay. So what I can do, I will use tan 30 degree. Tan 30 degree is BM upon AM. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. BM length is A. So AM length will come out to be A by root 3. This is the length. Okay. Now length AM is A by root 3. And point A is to the left of x-axis. I will make one more diagram. First you listen. AM length is A by root 3 and A is to the left of y-axis, that is why, or simply A is on negative x-axis, that is why the vertex will be of length, vertex will have the coordinates minus A by root 3, 0. However, we can make this diagram like this also, where this vertex, where B and C are on x-axis, sorry, y-axis, because it is given in the question, and A can be on this side also. So as a result, these two will be remaining same, 0 and 0 minus A, using the given information. But this point, now it will be on, and this length will come out to be A by root 3. This length will be A by root 3.
Sir, someone's mic is on.
Yeah, yeah. Now this length is a by root 3. Okay,
Sir,
but now
so AM is root 3, A root 3, right?
which one?
So
Sorry, by mistake.
AM.
Yeah, yeah.
AM.
Yes, yes, right. It is root 3. It's not a by root 3, it's root 3. That is why this coordinate. That is why this length AM, sorry, by mistake, will cross multiply. AM will come out to be root 3. So this coordinate A will have the coordinates minus root 3A comma 0, right? And similarly, in this case also, this length will be root 3A, same geometry will be used. Okay. So it is just a similar situation where A can be on the left side of y-axis or to the right side of y-axis, because it is not given in the question whether the third vertex is to the left or to the right of y-axis. Therefore, two possibilities are there, and that's why the coordinate of vertex A can be either minus root 3a 0 or root 3a 0. So we have calculated all the three coordinates of the vertices of triangle. Okay, A, B, C, and two possibilities are there for coordinate for vertex A. Either it could be to the left of y-axis or to the right of y-axis. So coordinates are 0 comma A, 0 comma minus A, and minus root 3a comma 0, or 0 comma A, 0 comma minus A, root 3a comma 0. These are the two possibilities. Yes, now after question number 2.
So question number 6.
Question number 6. Okay. See, this is a good question because for the first time you will be proving a triangle, a right angle triangle without using distance formula. So concept of slope will be used. Triangle, no need to draw the actual graph. Just make a triangle ABC, and the vertices are, for vertex A, let's say it is 4 comma 4, for vertex B it is 3 comma 5, and for vertex C it is minus 1 comma minus 1. In the question it is given that without using Pythagoras theorem we have to prove that they are vertices of a right angle triangle. See, in yesterday's class only we discussed, that was the last topic, that if two lines are perpendicular then product of their slopes will be minus 1. So let us find slopes of all the line segments here. And how to find the slope? Because 2 points are given on them, so we can find their slope. So slope of AB, let us find slope of AB first. It is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This will be minus 1. Now let us find slope of BC. That will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This comes up to be 3 by 2. And now let us find slope of AC. That is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Minus y by minus y, that is 1. Now we have calculated slopes of all the three line segments. And what formula is used here? That minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This also we studied in the last class. So from here we can see that slope of AB into slope of AC, slope of first and third, this product is coming out to be minus 1, which means AB is perpendicular to AC. AB is perpendicular to AC. So this angle, that means angle at A will be 90 degree, and hence it is a right angle triangle. Yes, now after question number 6.
Sir,
Yes,
so can we solve question 4?
yes. Question number 4. Point on x-axis equidistant from these 2 points. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So why multiplied MAB into MAC?
Because if we have to show that two lines are perpendicular, we need to show that the product of their slopes is -1. We studied this in the last class only. But like if we multiply slope of AB and slope of BC, the product will come out to be -3/2. Okay. So if product of slopes is -3/2, so no standard result. But if product of two lines M1 M2 equals -1, those two lines are perpendicular. Perpendicular means 90 degree. That is what is asked in the question. Prove that it is a right angle triangle. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Alright, fourth question. Let any point on x-axis. It is given that we have to find a point on x-axis which is equidistant from the point 7, 6 and 3, 4. So any point on x-axis be x, 0. Let us say this point is P and other 2 points are 7, 6 and 3, 4. Let us say these points are A and B. Now what is given in the question? It is given that this point P is equidistant from both the points. That means it is given that P is having the same distance from A and B. That means P is equal to PB. Use distance formula, you'll get the answer. So distance PA, using distance formula. Similarly, PB, that is x minus 3 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. There is a square root on both sides, so we need to square this equation. This is 36. This is x minus 3 whole square plus 16. Now just solve this equation and you'll get value of x. It is a simple linear equation because terms of x square will get cancelled from both sides. The single value of x will come. This is minus 14x plus 85 equals minus 6x plus 25. So overall it is 8x equals 60. For x is 60 by 8, 30 by 4, 15 by 2, or you can say 7.5. Okay, or you can write 15 by 2 as well. So what are the coordinates of point P? X comma 0, 7.5 comma 0, or 15 by 2 comma 0. Simple application of distance formula. Yes, next doubt.
So question 5.
Question number 5. Slope of a line which passes through the origin. Okay. So basically they have given 2 points indirectly, because to find the slope, 2 points on it. And what are those 2 points? One is origin, 0 comma 0. Okay.
So can I take a screenshot of the fourth question?
Yes.
Done, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, fifth question. Slope of a line which passes through the origin and midpoint of the line segment joining the points P and Q. Let us draw a rough diagram. Suppose that this is point P. This is not the actual diagram. I am not making x, y axis and the actual coordinates. Let us make a rough diagram. So let's say P point is 0, minus 4 and the other point B is 8, 0. And this point M is the midpoint of the line segment. It is given in the question that our line, this line, which is passing through origin as well as the midpoint of the line segment joining points P and B, we have to find its slope. So if we can get the coordinates of M, then we can easily write the slope of OM using the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And about this coordinate of midpoint, yesterday we discussed section formula. So what are the coordinates of midpoint? X1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this will come out to be 4, minus 2. These are the coordinates of M. So you have the coordinates of M. and you have coordinates of origin as well. So use 2-point formula, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So this will come out to be minus half. This is your question number 5. Yes, next doubt. Till 14th, any other doubt?
Sir, 11th.
The slope of a line is double of the slope of another line. Tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. Find the slope of the lines. Okay. So this question is based on the formula that tan alpha equals mod of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. This is the formula for angle between two lines, and this value is given as 1 by 3. What is given in the question? Tangent of the angle between them. This tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3, and slope of one line is double the other. So if I say slope of second line is m, what about slope of first line? 2m. Slope of one line is double the other. So if one is m, other will be 2m. Now we need to find m from here. This is m upon 1 plus 2m square. Okay, now if you remember, we have two ways to solve this question. Either I can remove modulus, let us do that way only. Remove modulus and write plus minus on the other side. I took a similar question yesterday. Now let us solve both these equations individually and find m from here. So this is 3m equals 1 plus 2m square, or 2m square minus 3m plus 1 is equal to 0. This is simple quadratic equation. You can make the factors and find the values of m from here. Sorry, this is minus. Take 2m common. So from here, the slopes will be 1.5. Okay. And about this equation, 2m square plus 3m plus 1. If you will solve this equation, you will get minus 1 and minus half. Now what is the question? We have already calculated m. Question is find the slope of lines. So what you see here, if slope of one line is, see, you have taken the slopes as m and 2m, right? You have taken the slopes as m and 2m. So if m is half, alright, this one, this is like slope of one line, then slope of second line, which is twice of it, will be 1. And if m is 1, then slope of second line will be 2. So 4 possibilities are there, because we have minus 1 and minus half also. If m is minus 1 by 2, slope of second line is minus 1. And if m is minus 1, then slope of second line, which is double of it, will be minus 2. So this is the way to solve this question. So based on direct formula, tangent of the angle between the lines is 1 by 3, and slope of one line is double the other. You put these values in this formula, then you will get mod x is equal to a, that type of relation here. If mod x is a, x is plus minus a. So if mod of m upon 1 plus 2m square is 1 by 3, that means this value can be either 1 by 3 or minus 1 by 3. You will solve these two equations separately. Use of m, 1 half, minus 1 and minus half. And therefore 4 pairs of slopes are possible, because slope of one line is double the other. So if one is m, other is 2m. That is the way to solve it. Yes, any other question?
Sir, is the 10th one similar to the 11th, which we have solved right now?
Let me see. Find the angle between x-axis and the line joining. Yes, because you know why? You will find the slopes first. Let me solve it. You will find the slopes first, and then you will use the formula of tan alpha. You have to find the angle between. You have to find the angle between x-axis and line joining the points. Line. So you need to find the slopes and then use the formula. Line joining the points 3 comma minus 1 and 4 comma minus 2. Okay, let us say these points are A and B. So what is the slope of line AB or line segment AB, whatever you say? It will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So it is minus 1 in numerator and 1 in the denominator. It is minus 1. Okay, so we have calculated the slope of line AB. Now what is the slope of x-axis? Can anyone tell me? What is the slope of x-axis? Yes, any one of you.
Sir, x comma 0.
I'm talking about the slope, not a point on x-axis.
0.
Yes, it will be 0. Why? Because we discussed that slope is tangent of the inclination. And what is inclination? It is the angle which line makes with x-axis. Now here the line is x-axis itself. So it will make 0 degree with itself. And that is why the slope will be tan 0. That is 0 because value of tan 0 degree is 0 only. Now you have slopes of two lines. You have to find the angle between them. What is the formula? Tan alpha is mod of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Just use this. So this will come out to be minus 1 minus 0 upon 1 minus 1 into 0. So overall this value will be 1 and as a result alpha is 45. So basically acute angle between the lines, or I should say acute angle, the acute angle line joining which line joining 3 comma minus 1 and 4 comma minus 2 makes with x-axis. This is simply the angle between two lines. Okay, makes with x-axis 45 degree. And obtuse angle is 135. We discussed this also. 180 minus alpha. And obtuse angle will be 135 degree. This is the answer. Yes, now any other doubt remaining in this exercise?
So what you wrote after the acute angle which?
Line join. Any other doubt?
Sir, 12th.
12th question. Line passes through this slope is m. Use the formula for slope, you'll get the answer. What is the question? Have you read it? Slope of the line is m and it is passing through 2 points. So what you will do? How to write the slope in terms of the points? Points are x1, y1 and h comma k. Slope is m. How you write the slope? K minus y1. This is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Direct question. Cross multiply, you get the answer. M into h minus x1 is k minus y1. And how you have written this result? Using the definition of the slope. That if 2 points are given on it, then m is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. In place of I have given h comma k on the line. Simple question. All right. Now then, let's move to the next. topic. The next topic is about various types of equations of straight lines. Various types of equations of straight lines. You have already studied one equation already in class 10th. Can anyone tell me what is that equation that you have studied in class 10th? Equation of straight line.
AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0.
Yes, good. So in class 10th, you studied a chapter linear equation in two variables. You used to solve linear equations graphically also, graphical solution. At that time, you used to draw the graph of the linear equation in two variable, ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and it used to be a straight line. Okay. So what used to be the form of equation? Linear equation in two variable. Two variables x and y. Linear means their powers are 1. So equation used to be ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So that is general form of straight line. Okay, general form of equation of straight line. In this class, we are going to study other types of equation of straight line as well. Okay. So let's start with the first one. First one is point slope form. Point slope form of equation of straight line. Alright, let us see what happens in this form. If a point x1 y1 is given on a line and m is its slope, that means this will also be given. Then equation of straight line is, please note all the forms that we are going to discuss will be linear equation in two variables. Okay, so this point is given means the coordinates of a fixed point will be given on a line. Okay, coordinates will be fixed, say 1 comma 2, like that, and slope of the line will also be given in the question. Then equation of straight line is given by this is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. So if you have the information about the coordinates of one point on a line, a fixed point on a line, and you know its slope, you can write its equation using the formula or the equation y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Okay, you need three things, or basically two things. One is a point on a line, and so you'll put all those values in this equation and you will get the equation of that straight line. So the question is, let us take a simple question first. Find the equation of line passing through minus 2 comma 3 and whose inclination is 135 degree. So point is given directly. Okay, a fixed point on this line is given directly. It is minus 2 comma 3. We just need to write the slope of the line. Who will tell me what is the slope of this line? Yes, anyone? What is the slope of this line?
-1.
Yes, correct. So inclination is 135 degree and slope is tangent of the inclination, right? So m is tan 135 degree. By trigonometry, this value will come out to -1. Tan 180 minus 45. Therefore, equation of line is, use this standard form, y minus y1. Y1 is 3. Then you write m, which is -1 here, into x minus of x1. See this? We have to write x minus x1. X minus x1. Use proper brackets. So this is y minus 1, 3 into -1, bracket x plus 2. This will become y minus 3 minus x minus 2. And we can write x plus y minus 1 equals 0. What do you observe? The line is linear equation in two variables. Okay. So ultimately, all the equations that we are going to discuss here will finally change into the general form, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This form is called point slope form. Easy to remember. Why point slope form? Because coordinates of a point on the line are given. Also slope is given. That is why it is called point slope form. Now next is, this was first. Second one was 2-point form. So as the name suggests, now two fixed points will be given on the line. If two fixed points, fixed point means their vertices are fixed. If two fixed points x1 y1 and x2 y2 are given on a line, then its equation is given by y minus y1, here x minus x1. So till now these two expressions are similar to the previous one, but here in place of m, now m is not given, instead these 2 points are given. So here in place of m you will find its formula, and that is obviously correct, because how we find the slope? If 2 points on the line are known, by this formula, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So it is like similar to the previous equation only, but it's just that the value of m is not given directly or through inclination. In place of that, 2 points on this line are given. So in place of m, you will find y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Rest both of them, both the other terms, that is y minus y1 and x minus x1, they are same. So I'm giving you a question, just tell me what is the equation of line. Okay. Write equation of line passing through the points. And the points are, solve it using our formula and tell me what is the equation. 1 comma -1 and 3 comma 5. Yes, what is the answer?
So 3x minus y minus 4 equal to 0.
Yes, correct. So you will consider any one point as x1, y1, okay, and another as x2, y2, and you will use this equation. So answer will be y minus y1, then y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, and then x minus x1. So this will become y plus 1. This is 6 by 2, that is 3. This is 3x, sorry, y plus 1 equal 3x minus 3. And you can write minus 3x plus y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is also okay because it is in the general form. Or if you want, you can multiply both sides by minus 1. And this is also okay. Both the equations are same only. Now comes the third form, which is slope intercept form. Now this term is new for you, intercept. Let us discuss intercept first, okay? Then I will tell you what is slope intercept form. Let us understand this concept with the help of graphs first, okay? Suppose, try to understand this thing. Suppose I have drawn a line like this. Let's say, it cuts x-axis in the positive direction at a distance of 2 units and y-axis in the positive direction once again in the positive direction but at a distance of 3 units. From where? What is the reference point? Origin. So we say that x intercept, okay, is 2 and y intercept is, I'm using the short form, y intercept is 3. So basically intercept is the distance from origin where the line cuts the x and y axis. But here there is one more point. Let us say line is drawn like this. And now let us suppose this distance is 3 and let's say this distance is 1. Now as we can see, the line is cutting x-axis at a distance of 3 units from origin and at a distance of 1 unit on y-axis from origin. But here, if we talk about the intercepts, so intercepts are minus 3 and minus 1. Because in intercepts, we not only consider the distance, but also the direction of the axis where the line is meeting them. So if the line cuts the positive directions of the x-axis and y-axis, we take the positive intercept or the modulus value or the absolute value. But if the line is cutting the intercepts in negative directions, then along with the distance, we put a negative sign as well. So overall, it is distance plus sign, plus or minus. So based on that, if I ask you,
So could you please scroll up to 2-point form?
just wait a minute, let me complete this. Let us say there is a line which is cutting origin at a distance of 4 units and 3 units on x and y axis respectively. Can you tell me what will be the values of x intercept and y intercept?
So 4 and minus 3. 4 is of
4 and
x.
minus 3.
Yes, correct. 4 and minus 3. This you have to understand. Why? Because the line is cutting x-axis in the positive direction. So intercept will be simply 4. But it is cutting y-axis in the negative direction. So distance plus sign. Which sign? Negative sign, because it is cutting y-axis in the negative direction. So this is the whole idea of the intercept. Okay. Distance plus sign. That's it. And from where? What is the reference point? Reference point is origin. So now we will discuss slope intercept form. But before that, yeah, here it's 2-point form. Note down quickly.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let's come back. Now we have to discuss slope intercept form. So now that you have understood what is intercept, so I'm writing if slope of line is m and its y-intercept. Now you know what are intercept, what are y-intercept, okay? X-intercept, and its y-intercept is c. So based on different informations, you use different forms of equation of a straight line, okay? Whatever data is given, according to that you use a suitable form of equation of straight line. But when you put the values and simplify, all of them will ultimately change to the general form, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That is why it is called the general form. So if slope of line is m and its y-intercept is c, then equation of straight line is given by equation of straight line is given by y equals mx plus c. What is c here? C is the y-intercept or the length of the y-intercept. I should not say length of the y-intercept. I should say y-intercept, because it is distance plus sign. So you will see according to the question whether you have to use a positive value or a negative value. And what is m? M is the slope of the line. Overall, it is called slope intercept form. Let us take a question. Find equation of line for which tan theta is half, where theta is inclination. So this is simply given the slope. And it cuts negative y-axis at a distance of 3 by 2 units from origin. From origin. So as you can see, in the initial part, they are discussing about the slope. So what is the slope of line? Slope of line is half, because tangent of inclination is slope only. Now can you tell me what is the value of C here? What is the value of C?
So 3 by 2 units.
Is value of C 3 by 2? C is y-intercept of the line. What is given in the equation? Slope of line is m and y-intercept is C. Based on that, you tell me what you will write in place of C in the equation.
So minus 3 by 2.
Minus 3 by 2, not 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. What we discussed in intercept. You have to take care of the directions also where the line is cutting. So line is cutting negative y-axis. So 3 by 2 is okay. That is the value. Distance plus sign. What sign you will take? Minus. So what is the equation of line? Equation of line is y equals, in place of m you will put half. In place of c you will write minus 3 by 2. Now when you solve this equation, you want to simplify it further. Ultimately it will change to linear equation in two variables. Minus x plus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. Because ultimately all the equations change to the general form. Okay. So remember this thing. You have to take care of the sign also, whether you have to use positive value or the negative value. I'm giving you another question. Let me see who can solve it. Find equation of line with slope equals half. Let me see who can apply the concepts studied till now. And whose x-intercept is 4. So basically you have to find the equation of a line whose slope is 1 by 2 and whose x-intercept is 4. Remember, x-intercept is given. Tell me, is this answer correct? Is this answer correct? Y equals half into x plus 4. Is it correct?
No, sir.
Why? What is the reason?
So C should be y-intercept, not x.
Yes. Good. This is wrong answer. Now just think and try to draw. If you want, you can try to draw a graph, and based on that, let us see if you can find that which form will be used to write its equation. Do one simple thing. Try to draw the graph. X-intercept is 4. See, x-intercept is given 4. That means plus 4. That means it will be cutting x-axis at a distance of 4 from the origin. This is the meaning of the question. And there is some inclination here. Whose tangent is, let's say, theta or alpha, whatever. So tan theta is half, or which is m only. So no problem for slope. It is given directly half. But see, there is no formula or no equation for slope and x-intercept. Equation is for slope and y-intercept. Y is equal to mx plus c. But if we look at this diagram, we can use some previous forms to write this equation. Can anyone recognize what that form will be now? What is that another thing that you have now with the help of x-intercept? Yes, please repeat.
1 point form.
1 point form. 1 point form? There was no 1 point form.
Point slope.
Point slope form. Yes, correct. And what is that point that you are getting now?
4, 6.
Yes, correct. Now it is okay. So when the line is cutting the x-axis at a distance of 4 units and the question it is given 4, that means plus 4. So that means in the positive direction. Because of that, you have a fixed point on the line. And remember, this was the first form. Y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Now you have the point as well as slope on this line, so you can easily write the equation y minus 0, slope is 1 by 2, x minus 4. This will be your answer. So 2y equals x minus 4. This is minus x plus 2y plus 4 equals 0. So just small thing that you have to do, just make a diagram, okay? And from x-intercept you will get a point on the line, okay? And slope is already given. With that you will use the first form, that is point slope form, to get this answer. So till now we have covered three forms: point slope form, 2 point form, and slope intercept form. Now comes the fourth one. See, for today your homework will be 10.2, exercise 10.2, and it is very important exercise. All of you must do, and we will discuss it again tomorrow only. Intercept form of equation of line. Now in this they give both the intercepts. If x and y intercepts of a line, if x and y intercepts of a line are a and b respectively, that means x intercept is a and y intercept is b, then equation of a straight line is x by a plus y by b equals 1. Fourth form of equation of straight line. Now every time there is some different information given, based on that we select a proper form or the relevant form, and we write the equation of line. Alright. So now what will happen? In such type they will give you both the intercepts. Intercept means distance and sign. You will put their values in place of a and b. You will get the intercept form of line or simply the equation of line. So let me make a graph, and from there you will write the equation of line. You will tell me what is the equation from the graph. So graph is self-explanatory. It will tell you that what are the intercepts. Okay. Suppose this is the line which is cutting x and y axis at these distances. From the graph, write the from the information given the graph, write the equation of the line. What will be your answer? Yes, anyone? What you will write in place of a? A is x intercept, b is y intercept. So in the equation, you can write it in one line. Answer will come in one line. What you will write in place of a? Yes, any one of you.
So
Yes.
minus 4.
Minus 4. What is the problem? Simple. Why? Because the line is cutting x-axis in the negative direction. So distance plus sign, that means minus 4. And below y you will write 3 because the y-intercept is positive. So this is your equation of line. If you want to simplify it, you can simplify it further by taking LCM cross multiplying. So this will be minus 3x plus 4y by 12 equals 1. This will be minus 3x plus 4y equals 12, or this will become minus 3x plus 4y minus 12 equals 0. Solve this question then. Find equation of line. Find equation of line passing through 2, 2 and cutting off intercepts on the axis. Whose sum is 9. Solve this question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So over here, y-intercept is B and not C.
You're talking about which question?
So previous question.
This one. Whose x-intercept is for this one?
Yes, sir. -4.
No, why x-intercept will be -4 here? It will be +4, no? For this question. This one you are asking, right?
So below 1.
This graphical question.
Yes, sir.
So what is the problem here? What is x-intercept? X-intercept is -4 and that is denoted by A. Y-intercept is 3 which is denoted by B. Equation of line is x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. We have just substituted the values here. So where is the problem?
Okay, sir.
All right. See, in this question, let me tell you how to start. If you go by the language of the question, they are talking about intercepts. Intercepts, right? So we will select the intercept form of line. Let equation of line is x by a plus y by b equals 1. So this is the standard form, right? Intercept form of line. This only we just discussed. This is the equation. So basically find the equation of line means we have to find the values of a and b. And for that some additional information is also given. Given sum of intercepts. See, it is plural form axis ax es, so that means both the intercepts. So sum of intercepts equals 9. So mathematically that means a plus b is 9 because a is x intercept and b is y intercept. So their sum is 9. Also line passes through 2, 2. How we can use this result? Line passes through 2, 2. How to use this result? What is the meaning of this line passes through 2, 2? How you will use this information?
So is
Yes,
it x and y?
yes. You will put these values in place of x and y because it is like a point given on the line and point satisfies its equation. So where you will put these coordinates in place of x and y. Here the x coordinate is also 2 and y coordinate is also 2. This is the second equation. Now with the help of these two equations 1 and 2 you are going to find the values of a and b and that values you will put here and you will get the equation of line. Okay. Now how to solve this equation? Let us see. We will take the LCM. So LCM is AB. This is 2B plus 2A equals 1. Twice of B plus A is AB after cross multiplying and taking 2 common from LHS. Now in place of B plus A I will put 9 from equation 1. So we have value of AB as 18 now. This is your third equation. So basically if we write these equations again, that is A plus B 9, this is your first, and AB is 18. Solving these two, we will get values of A and B. How to solve these equations? You might have solved such type of equation in class 10th. How to solve? Yes, anyone?
Substitute.
Yeah, substitution. So we can do substitution from one equation in the second equation. So what I am doing, I am writing B as 18 by A. And from here, I will use this value in this equation. So this becomes A plus 18 by A equals 9. This is A square plus 18 by A equals 9. So A will go to the right side, it will become 9A, then I will transpose it to the left hand side. This is a quadratic equation, make the factors and you will get the values of A and B. That is 6 or 3. Now another thing, when A is 6, what about B? That you will get from here, this box. So you put A is equal to 6 in this box, B will be equal to 3. As a result, equation of line, what about equation of line? X by A plus Y by B equals 1. What about the next case? When A may be 3. When A is 3, you put this equation value again. Here you will get B as 6. So what will happen? You will get another line whose equation will be x by 3 plus y by 6 is equal to. This question is from 10.2 exercise only. Alright. Important for school exam point of view. Okay. What was given in the question? Line is passing through 2, 2 and cutting off intercepts on the axis whose sum is 9. So I selected intercept form of line. I have to calculate values of A and B. For that we need two equations and they have given two equations in the form of information that sum of intercepts is 9 first and line passes through 2, 2. So it will satisfy its equation. Now after that you need to solve these two equations. So I have taken LCM in the second equation. I substituted the value of A plus B and I got AB as 18. Now rewriting first and third equation, I substituted the value of B as 18 by A in the first equation. Simplifying first equation, I got A as 6 and 3. When A is 6, B will be 3 from here, this box. And when A is 3, B is 6. You have the values of A and B. You can write the equation of line now. Okay. This is the way to do this. Now next, this is some special kind of lines which I think we have already discussed when we studied linear inequalities, equations of horizontal and vertical lines. Do you remember? Can anyone tell me what will be the equation of this kind of line? This is horizontal line, and what will be the equation of this type of line? This is vertical line. Do you remember anything? Can anyone tell me what will be the equation
Y
of
is equal
horizontal
to
line? Sorry,
0.
can you repeat? What is equation of horizontal line?
Y is equal to 0.
Y is equal to 0 or y is equal to something else? Y is equal to 0 is just one particular horizontal line, that is x-axis. Y equal to 0 is x-axis, not all the horizontal lines. So how you can generalize it? Y is equal to, similarly y-axis, which is a vertical line, its equation is x is equal to 0. But what about other such type of vertical lines? So I told you, let's see if this point is, if let's say this point is 0 comma b. If this point is 0 comma b, equation will be y is equal to b. Similarly, if this point is a comma 0, then equation of this line will be x is equal to a. Horizontal line y is equal to constant, vertical line x is equal to constant. And what is that constant? For horizontal line, that constant is the y coordinate of the point, which is on y axis as well as on the line. And for x is equal to constant, that constant is the x coordinate of the point, which is on x axis as well as the line. Otherwise also it is very easy to understand that all the points on this line will have their heights equal to b. That is why the equation is y is equal to b. And here all the points on this line will have their x coordinates as a. So the equation is x is equal to a. Remember it like this. Based on this, find the equation of a straight line. Find the equation of a straight line passing through 0 comma minus 2 and parallel to x-axis. Who will tell me the answer? Equation of a straight line parallel to x-axis passing through 0 comma minus 2. Draw the diagram, you will get the answer. Yes, anyone? What is the problem? It is directly comparable to the above forms.
So y equals -2.
Yes, correct, good. You draw a line. You draw a line which is parallel to x-axis. See, line is parallel to x-axis and it is passing through the point 0 comma minus 2. First you locate this point because the line is passing through it, and also the line must be parallel to x-axis. So this is a case of horizontal line. And what I said, what will be its equation? Its equation will be y is equal to constant. And what is that constant? Minus 2. Because all the points on this line will have their height or depth, whatever you say, as minus 2. That's it. Another similar kind of question. Find equation of straight line passing through 3 comma 0 and parallel to y-axis.
X is equal to 3.
Yes, correct. See, this time it will be a vertical line. Why? Because the point of consideration is 3 comma 0, and this time line is passing through it, but it is parallel to y-axis, so it is a case of vertical line. And what is the equation? Equation is x is equal to constant. And what that constant will be? That constant will be 3. Why? Because all the points on this line will have their x coordinates as 3. So in this way you can remember. Horizontal line y is equal to constant, vertical line x is equal to constant. So this was type of equations of horizontal and vertical lines. Now the last type for today, and that will complete all the forms of equation of straight line that you have to study in class 11. One more type will be remaining. That will come later on after we complete sets. Okay. So last form is normal form of line. Normal form of equation of line.
So I'll take a screenshot. Can you please go down?
Yeah, sure. Question or the forms? Which one?
So actually, the previous question I just wanted, I didn't copy that. That's why.
This intercept form.
So no, the equations of horizontal and vertical lines. The
All right.
first one
These
check.
questions. All right.
So yeah, done. So done. Thank you.
All right. All right. All right. Let's finish this. This is the last form. Normal form of equation of line. See, normal actually in mathematics stands for perpendicular. There is this concept called tangent and normal. Normal you have studied in mirrors also, right? So normal means perpendicular. So perpendicular form of line. First, let me draw the graph. So what are the things that you will be given and you will be using this form? One is this perpendicular distance from the origin, and second the angle which this normal will be making with x-axis. So let me write, if the length of normal, or let me write perpendicular, if the length of perpendicular from origin on a line is p units, okay, that means it is the length, so it must be positive. Please keep this in mind. And this perpendicular makes angle alpha makes angle alpha wait a minute. This perpendicular makes angle alpha with positive x-axis, right? You can consider the diagram. Makes angle alpha, just wait for a minute. Makes angle alpha with positive direction of x-axis, positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise sense. This much information. Everything is given about perpendicular to the line. Then equation of line is given by, not the equation of perpendicular. I am talking about equation of line, this line. Then equation of line is given by x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals p. So you are writing the equation of line. Okay. But what are the things given? The things given, they are related to the perpendicular on it. Like the length p. This length p is the length of perpendicular from origin, not from any point, from origin on the line. Okay, so p is that length. And alpha, this is not the inclination of line. This is the angle which this perpendicular is making with x-axis in anti-clockwise sense. So if these two things are given, you can write the equation of required line. And the formula or the equation is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals p, where p should be positive because it represents length, and alpha, this interval can vary from 0 to 2 pi. because depending on the location of the line, this alpha will change. So maximum it can go from 0 to 360 degree, and perpendicular, that P must be positive. So we will just solve one question and there we will end this class. And I have told you the homework is exercise 10.2. Okay. Let us quickly take a question. Find equation of line whose perpendicular distance from origin is 4 units and the angle which the normal makes. So everything is given. They have written the whole language. Angle which the normal makes with positive direction of x-axis is 15 degree. They could have not made it more simple than this because everything is given. We have to find the equation of line whose perpendicular distance from origin is 4. So what is given? P is given. P is 4. And normal makes positive x-axis. This is the same angle that we need in our equation. Okay. We need two values, P and alpha. Both are given directly. So rest is like finding the equation of line. Therefore, equation of required line. And you may get some good question at the end of the chapter, maybe in miscellaneous or when you are solving the exercise. So when you will attempt the exercise, you will get some good questions as well, not just value putting. So equation of required line is x cos 15 degree plus y sin 15 degree equals 4. Now you are expected to write these values because you have studied their values in trigonometry. So cos 15 degree, I'm not going to tell you how we derive this value. I will write the value, that is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Sin 15 degrees, root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. This is 4. Just take the LCM and cross multiply 2 root 2 to the right hand side. This will be 8 root 2. Once again, you get a linear equation in two variable and these are their coefficients. That's it. Normal form of equation of line. So basically, today you have learned point slope form, then 2 point form, then slope intercept form, then intercept, then equation of vertical line and horizontal line, and normal form of line. Revise these things. For these things you need not any theory notes or anything. You just do the general reading of NCRT or just these basic revision of this recording only. Okay, and you can solve questions. Okay, no need for any theory as such. I will provide you the notes later on when we'll come back to these topics. First we are trying to complete your school syllabus as soon as possible. Then we will study everything in detail, PNC, complex number, straight line, everything. Okay. Some of you are asking, that's why I'm telling. That's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you show the screen?